Hey guys, it's Dan with Coin Cerberus. This is another video on crypto analysis and just looking at a live coin watch today and the last couple of days. It's been insane what's going on. Bitcoin and nearly every other cryptocurrency has fallen dramatically. Bitcoin has really taken a battering the last couple of days, but we all kind of knew that was going to happen at some stage, but it looked like a never-ending cliff there for a while. Now I'm actually on live coin watch today because I usually use CoinMarketCap, but I have to kind of train myself to get out of the habit of following familiar patterns over and over again and start to use different market capitalization websites just to make sure that I'm kind of getting a fresh perspective on the prices on each cryptocurrency and not to follow just one source of information. So I was looking at CoinMarketCap a while ago, but now I'm looking at live coin watch, and you can see that Bitcoin, it's like I was watching it there today, and it just plummeted down to $7,000 and $792, and it's just insane how low it got. It looked like it was never ending. Like I was looking at it maybe last night, and I think it could have been up here. No, I think I'm not sure exactly where it was. I was watching it, and it completely tumbled down, and I thought like, oh, it's back up again. And it went back down again. So it's just insane how much it actually went down, because usually with the original cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, they seem to be the ones that have stood the test of time, but Bitcoin has really taken a battering today. Then again, it has to do with a lot of FUD being in the market. Tons of stuff have happened this month. We saw BitConnect kind of really tarnish the whole crypto world. I'm not going to go in there and talk about BitConnect anymore. I just see people keep making these videos over and over about BitConnect. It's done, it's gone, but it still did. The whole lending schemes with certain cryptos have kind of did tarnish the whole Bitcoin and crypto world a bit. A lot of the time, I think it is, and I don't hold that anyone is against this. A lot of people got into crypto just before Christmas, and myself included, didn't know what they were doing, and invested in something that they didn't really want to see doing long term. I kind of have, the more I learn about crypto, the more it's not just about making a lot of money. I'm really interested in the currency. I'm really interested in the technology of some companies, not all of the companies. I would like to see if I could make some profit off cryptocurrencies. I don't have huge invested in them, but I have put certain money aside into certain cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Litecoin, and then my other altcoins like Redcoin, IOTA, Cardano, all these kind of coins. I put some money into them as well. I'll do a proper video on what I actually have invested in, but large part of my portfolio was in Bitcoin and Litecoin. But just looking at Bitcoin going down kind of does make you worry. So you're like thinking to yourself, how do you hold in this time? You just have to kind of use this time to either accumulate more. Look at it as when you first invested in Bitcoin, when it was a lot more expensive, just before Christmas. A lot of the original coins that I purchased in August were more expensive than what they are now, and it just looks like I've got another opportunity to invest in Bitcoin. That's what I see it as. I'm not going to go crazy this month either. I'm not going to buy a whole bunch of altcoins either. I'm just going to kind of use this time to kind of invest in my knowledge on cryptocurrencies, and kind of look through the FUD within the media as well, because every day the media is either tearing the crypto world down, or else it's the media is forcing you to buy stuff. It's like there was a time there they were telling everyone how to buy Ripple, and now they're telling everyone to get out. It's burst. It's funny the way the media is. Like even just a couple of days ago, they had this whole story about how India is banning cryptocurrencies, and they kind of spun that it was just someone within the Indian Parliament that said that they don't really think cryptocurrencies is a real currency, and they will be looking to invest in the blockchain, but not particularly in cryptocurrencies, and doesn't believe that the tokens and the coins are actually worth anything. So you can see how the market can be really manipulated by certain what I call clickbait headlines within the media. You see a bunch of these kind of FUD stories kind of being played around, and it really does play havoc with it as well. I think the whole thing with Tether and Bitcoin now is getting a bit played out a bit too much as well. Then again, the IOTAS is on Tether to prove and just get everyone to shut the fuck up. Really, is what I suggest is if Tether really can back every USDT with a USD, then everything will, all the kind of FUD will kind of be disappear. But until that happens, it's just going to continue to be played out in the media. But just looking at Bitcoin, it's climbed back up again. So if you've got some Bitcoin on the dip, fair play to you. I wouldn't go crazy this month because we don't know where it's going. I'm kind of just looking at a lot of last year and 2016's kind of the market climate for Bitcoin and Ethereum and all kind of coins from previous years. Just kind of study what happened beforehand. And there's been I think I found it in a Reddit post that there's been times where Bitcoin was very high at that time, like it was up at $3 or $300, and then it dipped when the Mt. Gox scandal happened. There was just before Christmas when China banned. China banned the purchasing and the ownership of cryptocurrencies, and it dipped again, and by a large percent. So these things will happen. Even if Bitcoin goes back up again to whatever highs it was at the start of the month at $12,000, it could go back down again to $8,000 again. It could go back up to $15,000 again. These kind of volatility within the crypto world will happen, and because it's everywhere within the media now. But I noticed that there's more and more people will find ways to adopt and get access to Bitcoin. I think a lot of fear with Bitcoin as well is it's not that hard to put your money into the crypto world, but it's not that easy to get it back out. And we saw that a lot of people saw that with the BitConnect kind of world lending platform, and we saw that with certain ICO questionable ICOs as well. And you see that with Facebook banning the ICOs as well, kind of playing into this kind of part of where a lot of people are creating bogus or poorly written companies, poorly put together companies that have really no part to play within the crypto world. They're just there to make a quick buck, and all this kind of has to play havoc on the whole crypto world at the moment, which is kind of sad to see when some of us actually do want to see the adoption of this technology. I'm just looking at Bitcoin now. It's on its way back up. So is Ethereum. Ethereum really held high all day today and all day yesterday, and it eventually got pulled down with Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin, it lost a bit of its value, but it didn't lose that bad. Litecoin seems to be a good safe little bet, but it doesn't seem to go up as much as Ethereum or Bitcoin. Some of my other holdings really took a battering. Like Cardano has just like I'm back to square one with my Cardano. Invested a nice chunk of change into Cardano when just before Christmas, just around November. I kind of really like the idea of the project, and I'm back to square one with Cardano. IOTA, I'm actually losing a bit of change on that because I got in too late with the IOTA, and I kind of built on that. I kind of continued to invest in it because I like the idea of the Tangle. I thought that was going to be a newer form or a newer way of people using blockchain. Well, they use the Tangle system, using a new system to transfer currencies without any fees. I like that idea, but we don't see anything tangible to go on. There's nothing. There's no marketing plan behind there. There's no adoption. So if they don't come out with some kind of way of proving to people that their project is going to be the future for cryptocurrencies and the this whole kind of crypto world, they really need to kind of share what their plans for the future, not just with the white paper. They need to constantly engage with their community and the people that are actually adopting the cryptocurrency of the MIOTA. Same goes for Cardano as well. I think we had big plans for them. Maybe this time next year we'll all be laughing because Ethereum was very low this time, or in 2016 and early 2017, but it just fooled all of us this year. Ethereum seems to be such a great year for Ethereum as well. Ripple, I think Ripple is going to be okay. Yes, some people, you either love it or hate it. I think it's going to be okay because I think it's got the marketing behind it. The media just seems to love putting Ripple in the sphere of getting people to adopt it. I don't know why. Is it because of the connections that the people behind Ripple have with people in the media? I don't know, but I just feel like it's always more positive than negative compared to where Bitcoin has always seemed to be either a scam or a waste of time or a bubble that needs to bust. It just, Ripple never seems to get that kind of bad press. But it just seems like everything took a battering today anyway, and the last couple of days. So what I would suggest to you guys, and I'm kind of taking my own advice as well, is maybe stick with what works while everything. I could picture that this month won't be the best month for gains in anything. You do see certain coins here from time to time that do get gains. There was one here that I was looking at that surprised me. It was up a lot more. I think it was up 29%. We'll just go in. It was DGX DAO, and I just looked at that today, and it turns out it's a gold-backed cryptocurrency, and that was up at 4. It was like the only green today, and it's just plummeted back down again. So we can see a lot of people that a lot of whales came in and pumped it up and then just dumped it down, and it's gone back down to about $300. It was up at $517 at 9 a.m., which is insane. I don't really know much about this currency. I did kind of take a look at it a while ago. It's the gold standard distribution ledger technology. Purchase gold quickly, efficiently. 99% gold, LBM approved. So there is some kind of proof that they actually have gold behind this. Does kind of play on the kind of tether kind of attaching a cryptocurrency to a physical piece of gold, which you really have to trust that people, there is that kind of gold there. Then again, at the end of the day, we kind of did that with the dollar for a long time. Whether we do or not now is another question. I did like this a while ago when I saw this. They have like a phrase from certain people of authority within the crypto world. So Arthur Falls, I'm not sure who he is. Proof certificate. He talks about there that they actually have a proof that they actually have the gold to back this up. Vitalik Buterin is over Ethereum, the inventor of smart contracts. He seems to think that it is a legit project. Then again, you never know if he could come out and change his mind about this as well. So the people behind Ethereum think it's actually a good idea. I'm not actively promoting this cryptocurrency. I'm just kind of noticing that it was pretty interesting. And it was the only one that was up today as well. So if you're worried or on the fence about your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency holdings, the best thing you can do is to continue to study, continue to learn from other people, find multiple sources. Don't hold all your information from one particular source. There's tons of good YouTube channels out there. There's tons of great blogs out there as well. And the more informed you are, the more educated you are to make a better decision. And that's just my best advice for today anyway. Hope you guys like that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Dan with Coin Cerberus, and I'll check you out in the next video. Take care, guys.